Oh boy. Alright, so today I was going to do the E6012 welding rod. As right here. Do a whole overview and run down to that. I found like maybe 4 videos on YouTube with E6012. I don't know. But I wanted to do a full overview on the 6012 before I did this and print out some information on it to read. Since I'm unable to record with the camera and read at the same time. Or at least not with a high quality camera. I have an app for that. It doesn't work well. Nonetheless, our printer has not been working. So I had to write it all out by hand, which I will be reading. Both sides of that paper. And since this might take a little while, I might just make this into a 2-part and do the actual welding after I get metal prepped. Shortly after, either today or some other day this week. So without further ado, just get the technical side of this out of the way. Oh boy, so just sit tight here. As I detailed the E6012, the ones I have are 5/32 in diameter. What can you stare at that will entertain you properly while I am reading this? I don't know. Just, you know what? Here. No, upside down. Good riddance. Yeah. Just. Focus on that. Yep, there. Just eyeball the 6012 when we're working. Not working, reading. I'd say 95% of the source for my information here is from the AWS User's Guide to Fillet Welds, which I believe was published in 1995. The page was like must have been uploaded to the internet in 2002 by the thing at the bottom. Okay, I'm back. I know you wouldn't know that. I had to pause it and go do something. Alright. I don't have water. Let's see if I don't get creepy for this. I'll be honest about what I'm doing instead of... Okay, I need to be professional with it. One step at a time. The E6012 welding rod is a tensile strength of 60,000 pounds. It's an all-position rod with a flux of high titanium sodium. E6012 electrodes are characterized by low penetrating arc and a dense slag that completely covers the bead. This may result in incomplete root penetration in fillet weld joints. The coverings are high in titania, usually exceeding 35% by weight, and they usually are referred to as titania or rutile type. The coverings generally also contain small amounts of cellulose and ferromanganese, along with various something to do with silicone, SiLiCeous, siliceous materials such as feldspar and clay with sodium silicate as a binder. Also, small amounts of certain calcium compounds may be used to produce satisfactory arc characteristics on DCEN, which is electrode negative. Fillet welds tend to have a convex weld face with smooth, even ripples in the horizontal welding position and widely spaced, rougher ripples in the vertical welding position, which becomes smoother and more uniform as the size of the weld is increased. Ordinarily, a larger size fillet must be made in the vertical and overhead welding positions using E6012 electrodes compared to the welds with E6010 and E6011 electrodes of the same diameter. The E6012 electrodes are all-position electrodes. I repeated that twice, and usually are suitable for welding in the vertical welding position with either upward or downward progression. More often, however, the large sizes are used in flat and horizontal welding positions rather than the vertical and overhead welding positions. The larger sizes are often used for single-pass, high-speed, high-current fillet welds in the horizontal welding position. Their ease of handling, good fillet weld face, and ability to bridge wide root openings under conditions of poor fit and to withstand high amperages makes them very well suited to this type of work. The electrode size used for vertical and overhead position welding is frequently one size smaller than would be used for E6010 or E6011 electrode. Weld metal from the electrode is generally lower in ductility and may be higher in yield strength, 1 to 2 KSI or 690 to 130 kPa. Actually, there is no or in between these parentheses. I'm assuming that something about kilopounds or something about the tensile strength. I should know that, but then weld metal from the same size of either 6010 or 6011 electrodes. Yeah. So I'm kind of familiar with KPSI, like kilopounds per square inch. There's 1 to 2 KSI, it says, in parentheses. And beyond that are like block parentheses. And in parentheses, 690 to 130 KPA. Is that... You know what? I can't look that up right now. I have this going. That said, I should probably just really give that a seriously good cleaning. Along the line of 6012. Ooh, clean surface. Thinking them being used for possibly wider open roots that are misaligned. I feel like 530 seconds on 140 amps, which is what I have been running it on because it was a little fussy getting an arc started with it for whatever reason. Would blow through. Yeah, maybe I'll set up stuff here and work on that.